Hi and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're a new, are they called visitors here, please subscribe to my channel and welcome to my channel. I'm Helena Mbuthia. I run this channel called Wasabiz, where we talk about entrepreneurship and life. Today I wanted to talk about a few things, or just to give you guys some tips on growing your Instagram page, especially if you use it to sell certain products or certain services. So because of my experience, I'll probably be more inclined to products, so excuse me if I give more examples using products. So just how to grow your page and how to grow your business more specifically. Of course, there are different parameters when you check what growth really is. It could be in growing your page in the number of followers. For you, it could be in the number of engagement, in the number of sales, which is the most important for any business. So I'll be discussing that today. The first for me is not necessarily how much you make, but what you do with how much you make. And that's the difference between fast growing Instagram pages and slow growing ones. And let me not just say Instagram, any online business or any business actually in particular. Now, I divide my money into seed capital and fruit. Fruit, I say, seed, I mean what I spent to buy stock. Fruit is any money that comes from that stock. So for example, you have 1,000 bob and you started your business with 1,000 bob. You went downtown, you bought 5 pairs of earrings. This is just an example. I honestly don't know how much the earrings are. So you got each pair at 200 bob, yeah? Then you come online, sell them for 100, 500 bob. Let's talk with 400 for example. So you sell each pair at 400 bob. So 500 bob times 4, that's 2,000. Meaning your 1,000 bob will be able to bring you back an extra 1,000 bob. Now, the difference between a person who can grow their business fast and that whose business might lag a bit is what they do with that extra 1,000 bob. Because for other business people, they'll put it back immediately. For me, I think it gets to a point where I say, as long as my capital is back, I don't have to see that 2,000. If I've seen the 1,000 back, then I need to go buy things almost immediately, because I'll misuse that money if I don't. So in our example, you bought 5 pairs of earrings, yeah? Then assume you even sell 2 pairs of earrings, they bring you back 800 bob. You decide, this 800 bob, let me go back and buy other 4 pairs of earrings, because remember in our example you are buying earrings at how much? At 200 bob. So let me go buy 4 other pairs of earrings. So remember you had 5 pairs, you sold 2 pairs, and using the money you sold 2 pairs, you brought other 4. So now in total you have 7 pairs of earrings and you have already sold other 2. So your business starts growing that way, kidogo kidogo, to you always find that you have more than what you had initially. So for me, that's part of it actually, and part of being very strict on buying my stock and not misusing that money. If anything, always protect your capital. No matter what happens, your capital is the most important thing. It's a lesson that I've taken so long to learn, but I've not seen honestly the beauty of just protecting my capital and shielding it as much as I can. The other one is your consistency. Guys, we've been told this so many times, and I think you'll continue hearing it because it's the truth. How consistent you are when it comes to online business could be your make it or you break it factor in this business. So for example, for me, consistency is, for my businesses, posting every day other than Sundays. Or actually from Saturday evening I don't post, because I won't do the deliveries on Sunday, and I just make it very strict that I rest on Sundays. I take time to spend with my loved ones, so Sunday is that day for me. So that's the reason why I don't post on Sundays. Or I can sometimes post on Sunday evening. But then for me, that's consistency, being active every single day. Depending on your products, the products where you know you can't be consistent every single day, but you need to know how many times you actually need to be posting. I was talking to one of my friends and I told her it gets to even writing and sharing with me which days of the week you're going to post, that I help with accountability, and then people get to see you. So for example, you bake cakes every day, you might not have photos for every day, especially as you're starting. But be careful and just plan and be very intentional about it. What can I talk to guys about cakes? The other trick I'll give you guys today, posting is not only limited to your home feed but also to your Insta stories. When I started selling online, we didn't have Insta stories, and nowadays Insta stories are actually selling a lot. So even if you don't have anything to post, create a poll. I mean, red velvet versus chocolate cake, what do you guys like? And you start increasing your engagement, and with time, consistency may take long to pay off, but trust me, it pays off faster than actually not being consistent. So please be consistent. If you sell thrifted things, know which day you're going to be going to the market and which day you're going to be posting. Let your customers know that this person I can always rely on. The third thing that I think has really helped me in my business is just having my businesses out there, and not just out there to anyone, but to the right people. Now, from one of my previous videos, I said how when I started doing this thing, I didn't really have money to do promotions every day, because promotions cost only 100 bob, and I didn't even have that 100 bob for every day. So nowadays, I set aside a budget just for putting my business out there, and that is through advertising. If you're not yet at that point, use your friends as much as you can. Post your things on all platforms. Have friends, have your good friends who always share your work. And if you're that kind of friend, please just always share people's work, because it really helps when you put word out there. The reason why this is important for me today than it was before is because as you've noticed, probably Instagram nowadays does not arrange photos in a chronological order. So you'll find a photo of 5 hours ago, a photo of 2 days ago. What happened? That really choked many businesses, and it somehow pushed businesses to start paying for promotions. And that's why probably all of a sudden you find many businesses promoting. But it's because if you're a business account, which if you're selling, I hope you're a business account since you're able to get insights. If you're a business account, then you're forced to pay for promotions, because now your followers can't see. So it gets so bad that you can have 30,000 followers, but you only have maybe 3,000 profile visits, meaning out of those 30,000, only 3k people are actually clicking on your profile. So you are almost forced to pay so that more people are able to see. So please do it. Have your friends help you out when it comes to referrals, and also pay for promotions if you're able to pay for promotions. Don't feel pressured in the beginning. You can save up that money and create a budget for it. I have a working budget for it. Each and every month it's a standard budget, but depending on activities, sometimes I may decide to increase the budget, but it works perfectly for me and it has helped me. I have seen my sales really improve. Actually, before I forget, I think it would be very responsible for me not to say this point. As you promote, I'd encourage you to first learn how to target your audience, because for example, if you're selling ladies underwear, there's no point of promoting it to men, since men rarely buy for their women underwear anyway in the first place. So paying for their promotions is very expensive, because you're charged for any click. So if a client clicks on your ad once, depending on the rates at that time, you'll be charged for that. So be very careful on who you target for your promotions, and just take your time to study more on that. I pray in the near future, I'll be able to take you guys through that. Actually, if you'd like, just let me know below, and I'll be able to take you guys through creating more targeted posts and giving examples of how I target my own audience. The other one that goes without saying is customer service. Guys, if you're selling online, your customer service has to be A1. Customer service being the ears of your customers reaching you, be it DM, be it text, be it WhatsApp, be it phone call. That still goes to customer service. How you interact with your customer service and how you engage with them, especially depending on your target. Now, like for me, because I deal with mothers, I'm usually very careful and I don't like stressing them. So I have a more friendly approach when it comes to my customers, because I really understand what is going on with them, and because I know purchase for babies are very emotional purchases, so you better really take care first of their mother, since the mother is your customer. The other thing that is linked to customer service is the kind of products you actually sell to your customers, and it's very, very important, because it could really break you online if you don't take care. Make sure you give very clear photos to your customers, and for your customers to see. Make sure that you actually sell to them what you have posted. People like spreading word, both positive and negative. Okay, positive, let's be honest, it's less, but people actually really spread word. So if you deal with a customer once, for example, I really like baby shower customers, because chances are they'll attend more than one baby shower, and so next time they normally refer people back to me. And I thank God, because it started with intentionally building good customer service in my businesses. So try it. It really helps you. It will go a great way. You don't want to be that page that people are taking screenshots and spreading it online for poor customer service, and customer service, as I've said, including fake things that you sold to them. Please don't be that page. Then you'll see your page really growing and your business really growing. The last one for me, your logistics. And I mean, nowadays, this again, these are not things I knew when I started, but nowadays my product includes my logistics. My customer service includes my logistics. Planning your logistics really helps you even as a business person because it frees you up. Yeah, so you need to sit down and actually think, how will I be getting these things delivered to my customer at the most efficient and effective way. Sometimes you may not get a balance of both, but get something that works for both of you, because the thing is, you don't want to be out every time dealing with customers and deliveries and not have time to actually take orders. Because this is the thing, if you're not careful, you might be always out doing deliveries and actually never having time, one, to source for your products, or two, even to deal with your customers. You'll be so tired at the end of the day. You get an order, run out, get another, run out. So please plan your logistics. It helps you so much as a business person. I pray in the near future that I'll be able to help businesses specifically in that area. It's something that I'm already working on, and I pray that God is going to open the gates for me when it comes to that, because I mean, I have seen a big difference when I have my logistics in check. It gives me more time for me to actually deal with the clients that come each and every day. So for me, what I do, I have a rider. Okay, my rider gets here in the morning at 9 a.m. So as he leaves with all my orders. So the whole day I am able to source if I need to source, take photos if I need to take photos, without feeling like there's a delivery that needs to be somewhere. And I'm also able to give full attention to my customers who come after that. So depending on the kind of product you have, you could know if that's also an effective way for you or an efficient way for you. The other thing also could be probably having specific delivery days, because it could really free you up as a business person. Don't be afraid of doing such a thing. As long as you're in good agreement with your customers, then it will really come to save you. There are customers, of course, the exception, who want things now and now. So for them, they'll have to pay probably slightly higher, because that delivery will be an express delivery. The good thing with putting all deliveries together is that you're able to get good discounts for that. So if it's one delivery, it becomes quite expensive, but I'm able to explain to them that if you opt for delivery to go today, after the others have already left, then you'll be needed to pay more, and most of them will agree because they urgently need the item. So those are my 5 things that have helped me so far. Of course, I have learned so much more that has helped me, but I got inspired to make this video because in the past 2 weeks I've had 3 people asking me what they can do to increase sales. So I said, before I sit down and explain everything in detail, at least I can give you guys 5 things. If there's something you didn't understand, please feel free to actually DM me and ask me the questions that you have to ask me. If you're an online business owner, what else have you done that has greatly helped your business? Please feel free to share. Let's all help each other in any way we can. My DMs are always open. I give free shoutouts also to small businesses on our Instagram page, that's Wasabiz. So again, if you need that, take advantage of it. So thank you again. Please subscribe if you still haven't. Thank you for subscribing, for those who have, and see you next week.